Hello everybody and welcome back to 2K14 Universe. It is Jitch, and you're watching Monday Night Raw. What that rhymes with Jitch?
Making his way to the ring, representing the new millennium from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing 192 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
We're kicking things off with Daniel Bryan up against Dean. I still can't get over how much better this looks. The motion blur is a little weird. I don't know what's up with that. That might just be like a I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But I mean, man, this looks so much better. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Anyway, Daniel Bryan kicking things off here tonight on Raw for the second week in a row. And I can confirm to you all that coming your way. Why did I turn into Todd Pettengill? Coming your way at a Hell in a Cell in about a month's time, you're going to be seeing Daniel Bryan and Cody Rhodes for the United States Championship. That's going to be one hell of a match, I tell you now, for the United States title. You know, two of the very best to do it in the ring. And I think, you know, two people that could one day be world champions. But speaking of two people that could be world champions, why don't we take it back to the ring with McMahon and the Macho Man? As we're going to see Dean Ambrose up against Daniel Bryan. And then you'd go to the ring and Vince McMahon would be like, wah, 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 yeah, the Monday Night Raw, wah, 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 wah. I hate that laugh so much. Every time I watch a Raw, I'm just like, because I've been watching a lot of old Raw, and every time they cut back to the Raw, I'm like, how long until Vince McMahon does the wah, wah, wah laugh? And he always fucking does. That laugh reeks of, I'm hip, I'm with it, I know what the kids like. Sorry. I don't know why this is the tangent I've gone on, but it is. Dean Ambrose, everybody. Nicolas Cage coming down to the ring. Set the face off against Daniel Bryan. Two great wrestlers with huge WWE futures. I could never see them anywhere else. Legends. Alright, so here we go. Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose. And of course, the reason for this match here tonight is that Dean Ambrose did indeed set his sights on Cody Rhodes in the United States Championship. And Daniel Bryan kind of cut the line, so to speak, by defeating Cody Rhodes last week on Raw. And Dean is not too impressed, you know. He also holds, in his mind, a victory over Cody Rhodes. Now, admittedly, that was a 3-on-1 beatdown. That was not a match. But Dean Ambrose wants to... No, this is not a full number contender. There's already been one. But, you know, maybe Hell in a Cell could be the second event this year to host a triple threat for the United States Championship. You never know. You never know. I will say, though, that, yeah, it seems like Dean Ambrose has really got his sights set on a championship gold now. And I have a feeling that once that Pandora's box has been opened, it ain't closing. Dean Ambrose is going to be a man possessed when it comes to the United States Championship, and I hope that Daniel Bryan realizes that cutting to the front of the line isn't going to make him any friends. I mean, he's already got one, I guess. He's got Bryce Walker, and let me tell you now, if you got one friend, why would you ever need more? So perhaps, in that sense, actually, he's doing A-okay. Speaking of Bryce Walker, he's apparently following in his mentor's footsteps. Bryce Walker has set his sights on a championship and said he wants to repeat what Daniel Bryan did, at the insistence of Daniel Bryan, of course. And so Bryce Walker is going to face Kofi Kingston in a non-championship match to try and knock off the European champion in the hopes of getting a European championship opportunity. God, the Todd is really strong in me today. I hear it when I'm talking. The most 90s man alive.
Great match here, but if you missed any of the matches from this week, go to WWE.
Would you say this is a great match? Would you? Yeah, this is pretty good, actually. I feel like anytime these two face off, you know, you're in for a good time. Got an interesting main event coming your way tonight. Apparently, Hulk Hogan insists that the reason that Stone Cold Steve Austin beat Yokozuna is because of involvement from Hulk Hogan last week on Raw. And obviously, Stone Cold Steve Austin has a thing or two to say about that. Mostly, No. So, with that being said, we have got ourselves a one-on-one matchup between Austin and Hogan in our main event tonight, as Austin looks towards Hell in a Cell, where he'll be fighting for the WWE Championship. That should be a great matchup. Very much looking forward to that. Whoa.
You can feel the impact of those kicks from the cheap seats. He's putting those educated feet to good use.
Daniel Bryan been very impressive lately. You could say he's been on a tear. I don't know why you would, but you could. If you wanted to. Ow!
When Monday Night Raw heads to your neck of the woods, do yourself a favor and go be a part of the longest running weekly episodic television show in history.
I hate when they tell me what to do.
But you still have to be careful.
Maybe I don't want to. Cody, Daniel Bryan, not Cody Rhodes, going in for the cover here. Has he got the job to... Oh, not even close. Dean Ambrose showing he's still got a lot of fight left in him. Ambrose very much the first member of the Shield to really make his intentions known. And his intentions are the United States Championship. Now, what do you think brought about that decision? Do you think he just really likes America? I don't know. Tremendous beating. We do have a championship match coming your way tonight. Summer Race to defend the Divas Championship against Brie Bella. It comes off the back of Brie Bella defeating Summer Rae in a non-title matchup. Summer obviously not too pleased about that. She wants her rematch. She's willing to put her championship on the line. Here comes Mick Foley. Yeah, these two seem about as confused as I am at this decision. Does Mick realize that his history with the New Millennia, like that's kind of become history? They've kind of moved on. I guess maybe Mick hasn't moved on, to be fair. I mean, I guess that's possible. Yeah, it seems like he's got the attention of Daniel Bryan. Maybe Mick Foley wants a piece of the United States Championship as well. I tell you, if you're Cody Rhodes, you got all these people coming at you. It's got to be a little bit unsettling. But then I guess, to be fair, actually, it kind of makes sense. I mean, I don't mean any disrespect to Cody or even Kofi in this situation. It's just, you know, when you look at your options as a singles competitor here on SmackDown here on fake fan doesn't even know what show he's commentating. When you look at your options here on Raw, you can either go for the WWE Championship and try to beat The Rock, who literally seems unbeatable, or you can pursue the United States or European Championships, which are quite fresh into their reigns, and therefore you don't know how long they're going to be, but they do feel a little bit more favorable than the guy who is damn near guaranteed to pass 200 days as WWE Champion. Dean Ambrose measuring up, and here comes that headlock driver as he drives the head down of Daniel Bryan. Dean Ambrose now going into the cover, and he does not beat Daniel Bryan. My mistake. I went to say, and he beats Daniel Bryan. Wow. Ooh, Daniel Bryan getting a little bit of crowd support here tonight. Fans chanting his name. He's probably not too used to that. Submission hold applied here. Daniel Bryan being choked out by Dean. I don't know what the Mick Foley's doing out here, but Daniel Bryan is forced to tap out. What does this mean for the United States Championship picture as it continues to heat up on the road to Hell in a Cell? Dean Ambrose forcing a submission out of Daniel Bryan. Well, I never.
Here is your winner, Dean Ambrose. What a nasty hold that was.
It was pretty nasty.
You get caught in that, and you have no choice but to
Oh, he's
tap
barking
out.
like a dog. He's lost his damn mind. I'm surprised they don't have a special victory animation for the Shield, but no, they were only the hottest thing going at the time. I mean, I get it. Don't worry. Anyway, the Shield are victorious. Well, Dean Ambrose is victorious. The Shield aren't actually in this match. It was just Dean. I should probably focus, you know. That face. Good lord. As we move on here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Daniel Bryan, representing the new millennium from New York, Bryce Walker.
Well, here he comes. Bryce Boo Walker. Arm raised in the air already. Burrow, you haven't won the match yet. Getting ready to face off against the superstar that maybe he holds a little bit more respect for. You know, Kofi Kingston isn't a veteran. He is about as fresh-faced in this business as Bryce in a sense. I mean, he's been here since season 1, but he's a little more of a fresh face. Maybe this is more what, I guess this is the world that Bryce and Daniel Bryan really want, right? I mean, they're both fighting, well, we don't know if Bryce is going to be fighting for a championship. He's got to beat Kofi tonight, but they could potentially both be fighting for championships against younger superstars. Superstars more in their, I guess, acceptable age bracket. Is there at least going to be some respect shown towards Cody and Kofi here tonight at the very least? That is the question, which remains to be seen. New Millennia, very mean boys sometimes, you know? You know what else is mean? Really long loading screens. Thank God that wasn't one, am I right?
And approaching the ring, from Ghana, West Africa, weighing 221 pounds, the European champion, Kofi Kingston.
I tell you, I love the sight of Kofi Kingston with that European Championship. Let me tell you, oh, shucky ducky. That's a good one. But the question is, how long will Mr. Kingston be champion for? I believe that this is a man who could be in for a good lengthy European Championship reign. Do I think it breaks Sheamus's record? Maybe. Maybe. But, I mean, he could also lose to Bryce here tonight and at Hell in a Cell. We'll see. Only time. So here we go. Woo. Nice reversal there by Bryce. I guess he was kind of expecting Kofi to play the fast game right out the opening bell. That's why you don't go charging in at your opponents, but this is season 4, and for these first 4 seasons, that's the only way to start a match. So don't worry, we're past the halfway point now. We're doing a good job. And as I said before, now that the recordings look like this, and that I don't have to mess with my settings every time to record this, this has become a lot easier to record. That, and also because of my new work hours that I'll be starting soon, I should be able to record this, not necessarily daily, but I'll aim. I'm not going to promise daily, but I'll aim for daily. I'll try to record this as frequently as possible. I mean, you should, in theory, since like Night of Champions, there shouldn't have really been any sizable gaps between upload times. I mean, as of the time I'm recording this, the previous episode, SmackDown, I think just went up. Yeah, 24 minutes ago that went up. So like, yeah, it's working so far. Normally it's when I draw attention to it and I mention that it's working, that it stops working. So maybe I should stop that. But yeah, it's, so far I want to feel good about it. All right, I want to feel good about it for now. You know, after this, we'll only have 2 more Raws until Hell in a Cell, and I feel like the build to Night of Champions was never ending, so I think I'm doing alright. I think I'm doing okay. Ooh, big leaping strike to the chest of Bryce Walker. Kofi Kingston working the leg. The knee.
Oh, and he lands that one right to the head. And down he goes. Looks like the momentum is reversed.
Kofi Kingston showing Bryce. He's letting him know that he's here.
He's putting those educated feet to good use.
And there's the monkey flip. They don't normally say it when I say it. That's why I say it. Wow, that was nice. Takedown by Bryce. Technical expert that he is. Crossbody attempt failed. Yeah, I'm really curious about the future of one thing here on Raw right now, which is what's next for Brock Lesnar after he was knocked off by Kevin Nash in the span of last Monday to 2 Mondays ago. Kevin Nash lost to Scott Hall on Raw. Then Brock Lesnar lost to Scott Hall on Raw 2 weeks ago, then Hulk Hogan at Night of Champions, and then Kevin Nash last week. He has lost one-on-one to every member of the NWO, and the question remains now, how does he bounce back? What does he do next? Is he still going to persist on the NWO? Well, I can tell you this much. Brock Lesnar is not scheduled to be here tonight. But we do have a very interesting match when it comes to talking about tag teams, because up next, The Miz and Goldberg continue their issues with 3MB as they potentially bite off more than they can chew. I'm not too sure, but it's going to be The Miz and Goldberg against all 3 members of 3MB in a 2-on-3 match. Miz and Goldberg very confident that they can handle 3MB, just the 2 of them. So I guess we'll see. This could be a huge opportunity for 3MB to pick up a major win over a top potential star in Goldberg. Oh, roll up here by Bryce. Is it over? No. Or it could be, you know, a victory over the, well, it'd also be a victory over a former WWE champion. It'd be a very, very, very big deal if they can defeat Miz and Goldberg here tonight. It's a very, very big opportunity at hand. If I just keep emphasizing the word very, very, or the words very, very. Ooh, big neck breaker by Bryce. Uh-oh. Bryce Walker. Oh, a modified sharpshooter. Shout out to the former World Heavyweight Champion Bret Hart. I'm sure Bryce has a lot of respect for him and his age and everything. Bryce now, what is it? Oh, yeah, here we go. Pen to paper. I was about to say, what is this? I know what this is. This is finish a move. Good lord. He drops Kofi Kingston flat down on his neck. Bryce Walker going in for the cover. Has he just beat the European champ? Daniel Bryan looking proud and oh, a kick out by Kofi Kingston. Not letting it shake either of these two. You notice both Bryce and Daniel Bryan. Bryan with that big goofy smile on his face. Bryce continuing to fight his heart out in that ring. Uh-oh. This could be it. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, never mind. He doesn't know what he's doing. And Trouble in Paradise. There you go. Is that Trouble in Paradise for the new millennium? Uh-oh, Daniel Bryan up on the apron, and I guess we should have seen this coming, really. Daniel Bryan getting involved, trying to protect him. You know, that's one thing I gotta say. No disrespect to Bryce, you know, a lot of love, a lot of love. I'm supporting Bryce naturally, but I do have to say, Daniel Bryan won his opportunity alone. Bryce Walker has Daniel Bryan in his corner tonight. Bryce wasn't there when Daniel Bryan won his contenders match. See what I'm saying? Well, technically it wasn't a contenders match. It was a match against Cody that became a contenders because he beat the champion. You know, it's a little bit of a... Ooh. Oh, almost. Almost isn't enough. Whatever the line is in the game. The old SmackDown vs. Raw game. Kicked up by Kofi Kingston. That's never a good sign. You don't want to see someone kick up against you. It's like a second wind, but Bryce just not slowing down. Standing moves, very impressive. Clearing my throat as it goes really slimy. Oh, jeez, I think that elbow might have busted him open. That's definitely blood I see on the mat. Good lord. Thank God our cameras flash red whenever someone starts bleeding, so I have a hunch when they're bleeding. Bryce now. Oh, he's thinking about it. What are you thinking there, son? What do you think? No, never mind. Changed his mind. That might come back to bite him, and there's the monkey flip. Daniel Bryan getting very stressed now. Cover attempt here. And Bryan shouting his lungs out. You won't even want to know the profanities he's saying this time. This guy loves swearing up a storm. And Daniel Bryan's been kicked from ringside. Kofi Kingston rolled up by Bryce Walker. Referee not going to count. There you go. Is it over? Is it over? It's over! Well, Daniel Bryan provided just enough distraction at just the right time. Bryce Walker pins the European champion Kofi Kingston, and much alike how Daniel Bryan earned a United States Championship opportunity by beating Cody last week.
Representing the new millennium, Bryce Walker.
I would say that Bryce has just earned a European Championship opportunity by beating the champion this week. Now, here's my pitch. Here's my pitch. Hell in a Cell. Double title tag team match. Winner takes all. New Millennia against Kofi and Cody. Now, in a way, I don't know how I feel about this because, truthfully, Kofi and Cody, not a tag team. These two, a tag team. But I think that'd be a good match. Just saying. I think it should happen. Just saying. I have booking power. Just saying. I got an interesting little fact for you guys you might not be aware of. I believe The Miz has not been champion since losing the World Tag Team titles at WrestleMania. I believe this is the longest The Miz has ever gone without being a champion. Oh wait, no, they lost the titles before WrestleMania, didn't they? They lost in the Jericho Show, like the Royal Rumble. Yeah, I think he's gone most of this year without being a champion, and I believe that is the longest dry spell as a champion that The Miz has had. He's been a very, very decorated superstar, top to bottom, but right now, he's a little bit on the decline. That could change. I'm not counting Miz out. I think he's a very, very talented individual. A lot of respect for The Miz.
And his booker, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 295 pounds, Goldberg!
And here comes Big Bill, his tag team partner. Can Goldberg and The Miz knock off 3MB? You know, naturally, a lot of you says, well, they're outnumbered. Of course not. But look at the team that 3MB are up against tonight. Look at the pairing that they've got. I feel like Miz and Goldberg has been a very slept-on pairing, truthfully. You know, I actually found out the other day, I'd been questioning this for a while, as to why it is that Goldberg is willingly aligned with The Miz. I have my answer. If you guys would like to hear it, well, brace yourself. The Miz has Goldberg under contract. Goldberg is not an official part of the Monday Night Raw contracts system. He is signed individually by The Miz. There you go. He is The Miz's tool. So, unfortunately, that could also spell the end for Goldberg at any given moment if he were to cross The Miz. Now, I don't know. I feel like Raw would probably sign Goldberg in a heartbeat, truthfully, but well, you never know. As we await the arrival of 3MB. I love these loading screens. From the next season onwards, it will be on my SSD, so these will go away forever. There they are.
His opponents, Slater, Drew McIntyre, and Jinder Mahal.
And let this put a rest to the theories and the conspiracies that 3MB lost their frontman Heath Slater. There was a lot of rumors going around that Heath Slater had abandoned 3MB, that even though it was his creation, he had left these two behind, which is why he wasn't even present for their important match down on NXT against Primetime Players. He says he's just been a very busy man lately, and he's been letting those two handle the tag team duties. But here tonight, obviously, Heath got them into this situation, and he's going to get them out of it as well. So Heath was very happy to accept this match here tonight. I feel like 3MB may be feeling a little extra confident in the numbers game advantage that they've got, as this is 2-on-3 in their favor. You know, don't count out 2 out of 3 of these. Heath and Drew have done some very impressive things in the past. I just wish I could say the same for Jinder. Unfortunately, he hasn't had the best track record. But 3MB has really, I think, improved Jinder Mahal's stock quite a bit. I think he's got a lot of new believers since he joined 3MB. This should be good. This should be good. So here we go, Miz and Heath Slater starting things off, and these two have had some real classic matches in the past. Good to see them up against each other again. Actually, I believe that was Miz's last singles championship reign, was the Intercontinental Championship reign where he faced Heath Slater. His title reign that came after his buddy John Morrison left with the Intercontinental title. Miz ended up carrying on that title in his legacy. Morrison never returned the original Intercontinental Championship, and that's why we had to introduce a new one. Maybe one day he'll bring it back. Maybe one day. Elbow and oh, jawbreaker though. Yeah, how great is The Miz? Let's be honest. Very good. Respect to The Miz. Get to the midsection and a DDT. Classic move by The Miz. I am tuned into Monday Night Raw. Gotta say, so far I haven't actually seen the usual lag. The frames would always drop real hard when there was more than 4, I feel. Unless that 6th guy is really what makes it lag. I don't know. Why is it that Drew's pants are so shiny but the other two's aren't? I feel like it's a missed opportunity. They should either all be shiny pants or none. And I think all, frankly. I think every single member of 3MB should wear shiny pants. You know, apparently the attire of the 3MB is very symbolic here tonight, as they are wearing the color red to celebrate the fact that all 3 members are still a part of Monday nights. I mean, we're going to ignore the way that they beat primetime players to remain here on Raw. I don't really agree with that, but, well, what's been in the past is in the past. There's not a lot you can do to change it. Unfortunately, the primetime players were cheated out of their match by the Nexus. I don't necessarily agree with 3MB taking advantage of that, but I also can respect that they wouldn't just want to hand over their position here on Raw either. So they only did what I think anyone would do in that situation, which is they carried on the fight as best as they could. Darren Young was impressive against Drew and Jinder, but in the end he couldn't win the match by himself. Looking. Miz against Jinder right now as takes him into the corner and oh, big knee. The high knee. Speaking of the NWO, though, they'll be doing... Well, I didn't speak of them just now, but I spoke of them about 10 minutes ago. They'll be in double competition here tonight, every member except for Kevin Nash. Shawn Michaels says since Kevin Nash isn't man enough to face him, he wants another opportunity at Scott Hall. He wants to be the one to beat Scott Hall, and so he has challenged him to a match here tonight. That will be right before our main event. Scott Hall set to face off against Shawn Michaels right before Hulk Hogan faces off against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin took very personal offense to the interference from Hulk Hogan last week. He said he wasn't going to pass up fighting for the WWE Championship contendership, but he wants nothing to do with the NWO. He's going to tell Hulk Hogan exactly what he told Mick Foley. Stone Cold relies on nobody but Stone Cold. There's been no confirmation on whether or not the team of Mick Foley and Stone Cold has met its demise, but as it currently stands, you don't really see them teaming up very often, so perhaps.
If you're just joining us, welcome to Monday Night Raw.
Goldberg takes down Jinder Mahal. And now Goldberg, oh, okay, I thought we were about to get a jackhammer there. Goldberg now going in for the cover here on Jinder Mahal, and that's a 1, and that's a 2, and that's a 2.
These are great competitors, great, tremendous
gladiators, yeah. Spinebuster. Ooh, that'll do some damage. Jinder Mahal really getting the brunt of a beating from both Miz and Goldberg. Okay, never mind. Right as I said that, he starts to fight back. Roll-up attempt. I feel like Goldberg should never need to be that desperate, but okay. He has a roll-up. And oh! That just about broke him in half. Cover attempt there on Jinder, and Goldberg beats 3MB. Well, Miz and Goldberg. Let me correct that. That is not good for 3MB to have lost this 2-on-3 match. But I said before, it might have been 2-on-3, but look at the two they were up against. That was not going to be an easy match, and that was proven right there. Goldberg absolutely ripping Jinder in two with that spear. I think 3MB, his partners, they were hesitant to break that one up. But they realized that they were maybe putting Jinder in a little bit of danger to make him continue off of that one. But there you go. Somewhere right now, Bret Hart is crying. As we move on to our next match for the Divas Championship. How are you feeling about Summer Rae as Divas Champion right now? I gotta say, she's been exceptionally good, frankly. If I was to speak my own mind on this one. Really, really good, actually. Summer Rae has really taken the Divas Championship and ran with it, so to speak. She seems to be untouchable. And she's forcing you to feel it. No. You know, see, it gets... People would just be creepy with that. No, I don't want to say that. I take that back. As we move on. Her partner, her dance partner, Fan Unger on SmackDown, he's been very successful lately. The question is...
From Phoenix, Arizona, Brie.
Can Brie be even more impressive? Ooh-wee. She got a very surprising victory over Summer Rae that led to this opportunity here tonight. Summer wants to silence any critics. There's been a lot of people that have been a little surprised at Summer for suffering a loss to Brie. It really boosted Brie's status for a bit. I believe she's one of the very few to have defeated Summer Rae since she made her debut. But that could all turn around against Brie Bella here tonight. Or we could be looking at the next Divas Champion. I don't know if Bella has ever held the title. I think maybe Brie is a former Divas Champion. I can't remember. I feel like one of them won it at one point. I tell her right now, Summer Rae definitely up in my fave 5. My fave 5 right now. You ready? Ready for this? All right. All right, my boy D-Bry always up in my fave 5. Summer Rae. Big kick to the thigh of Summer to start things off. Brie showing that she's not the one to be played in this match. And there you go. Summer Rae taking it to the corner and immediately using those very long legs of Summer Rae. Very, very long legs, everybody. If you didn't know that, actually long. I think that was like all they said about her, wasn't it? When she was on the main roster, I was like the whole thing. Do you want to know something that a lot of people forget? Here's a thing that, like, maybe you might be hearing this for the first time. You might already, I imagine quite a lot of people already know this, but you might not. So here's an interesting little fact for you if you didn't know this. Back in early NXT, I remember this very fondly because I liked it a lot. Back in early NXT, Summer Rae was the leader of a faction, and that faction was called the BFFs. And Summer Rae was the leader of her, Charlotte Flair, and Sasha Banks. I just want to remind people of that. Summer Rae was the leader of that trio. Also, it's 2012. I don't know who the hell I'm talking about here. What am I saying? Oh, wait, no, this is 2011. Isn't it? I keep forgetting how that... Sorry. Wait, no, this is... Wait, no, this is 2012, isn't it? That's the year that this is... Yeah, this is 2K14, and the way that the games work, they're actually very outdated, and that's why I do the years the way I do. Is this is 2012. Froggy Fresh was just dropping The Baddest, which is, of course, one of the greatest songs of all time. We won't talk about any comeback that he might have in 10 years' time. That's... Sometimes it's best to just leave things in the past.
Look past the ring at the thousands and thousands of WWE fans in
single one of them. Hang on, can you cut to the hard cam side real quick? I want to check something that I've heard a lot of fanboys argue. Knees to the back.
Whoa, nice move there by Brie Bella.
Whoa, nice graphics.
Look at this move, Cole.
Brie Bella getting control of Summer Rae right now. Up next, though, Scott Hall, Shawn Michaels, one-on-one. Looking forward to that one. We feel like, just like Brock Lesnar, this is very much got to be the end of the line for Shawn Michaels. If he can't beat Scott Hall, perhaps it's time to take a step back and say, I don't think I can beat the NWO. Summer Rae, I mean, that was personal right there. You know, a lot of people, when they knocked him outside the ring, they go out there, they carry the beat down on. Summer Rae is so disrespectful towards Brie Bella. She just took a moment to just kind of, I guess, regroup. And now, look at this. Summer Rae needing to cheat against one of the biggest losers on Raw. Come on now, Summer. You don't need to be doing that. The ropes. There's a hip toss.
What a nasty elbow.
Oh. Two big right hands there by Brie Bella.
If you're just tuning in, Michael Cole, along with
Great
WWE
reversal. Interesting absence of both Nikki Bella and the honorary third Bella twin, Oksana. Neither one of those two present for this match here tonight. I wonder if there's a little bit of jealousy that Brie has gotten this opportunity.
Oh my, look at this.
The legs! The legs of Summer Rae. Go for attempt here. Is it over? Yes. Didn't even need to bust out her finishing move. Ew. Why does he have to make everything so weird? Wonderful waist.
Diva's champion, Summer Rae.
Wow, what a match.
Well, Summer Rae continues her reign as Divas champion, and the question remains, who, if anyone, is going to stop her? Or are we in for 1,000 days of summer? Well, there's no telling, but Summer Rae is still your Divas champion coming out of this one. As we now move on, the Heartbreak Kid and the Bad Guy one-on-one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the New World Order, from Miami, Florida, weighing 280 pounds, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Scott Hall.
Well, they have certainly taken the world by storm since they made their changeover to who their leader is in the NWO, and I hate admitting that because obviously I have a lot of respect for Shawn Michaels, but at the same time, you're lying to yourself if you truly believe that this group is beside itself since losing Michaels. I actually feel like they've really improved as a group. I hate to admit that. But barring Hulk Hogan, I think they could drop him in a heartbeat and nothing would change. I feel like Kevin Nash and Scott Hall have done phenomenal. And actually, I gotta say, you know, Hulk Hogan, he did defeat Brock Lesnar at No Way Out. Night of Champions. And I was expecting that. Wasn't expecting that, I should say. What a line to screw up. And oh, Kevin Nash, well, I guess finally, the trash talk from Shawn Michaels got to Kevin Nash here. Decided to cheap shot Shawn Michaels before this one could be. Oh my god, he broke his arm. Okay, it's fine. And now we got the lag. There you go. Don't worry, the drop frames are still here. Okay. I kind of figured they would be. I didn't think that, like, somehow. The only thing that I thought might fix it is it turns out that every time I was switching between HDMI and component, it was resetting my frame rate to 30. I've been playing a lot of games for a long time in 30 FPS because my capture card was just set to 30, and you can't edit that on OBS. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, yeah, don't worry about it. But for those that do, yeah, I've apparently been playing a lot of games in 30 for a while because every time I switched between HDMI and component, it would reset, and I didn't even know.
There's the suplex.
Had no idea. Well, I'll tell you now, this has gotten extra personal now. Because Shawn Michaels being jumped by Kevin Nash, the one guy that seemed to be still somewhat on Shawn Michaels' side, no longer. And we are getting some heavy lag. Hang on a minute, can I, if I pause? Okay, the pause menus aren't lagging. Sometimes they are. Uh-oh. You gotta be kidding me. Straight away.
If you haven't done it yet, check out WWE.
Razor's Edge. Ooh. That is not a good sign for Shawn Michaels. We get hit with that move this early on. Is it over already? No. And when is Kevin Nash? That's my question. When is Kevin Nash going to step up and actually face Shawn Michaels one-on-one? That's what the push has been for. That's the only reason Shawn's facing Scott Hall here tonight, because Kevin won't face him. I think sure as hell cheap shot him at the start of this match. Hip toss takedown.
And did you hear the impact on that kick? Each of these competitors is
Looking for the sliders, handle weakness in the other. Yeah. We still got our main event to come after this. Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's a crucial time for Austin. He can't afford any losses heading into Hell in a Cell. He needs to be at 100%, the absolute highest physically and with momentum, for this humongous opportunity that has graced Austin to be inside Hell in a Cell with the Great One, The Rock, the longest reigning WWE champion in history. I said this before, but Rock is actually the record setter for the longest world title reign we've had so far in this series. And there really doesn't seem to be a lot of signs of slowing down or stopping anytime soon. I do think that Austin could really give him a run for his money, potentially even be the one to dethrone him. I'm telling you, that Stone Cold, he's a hell of a guy. He's a bit like Chunky Kong. Because he's a hell of a guy. I don't know who's going to get that one, but if you do, respect to you. Belly to belly. And this match has been all Scott Hall, really, but I guess it's not a surprise after a cheap shot. I gotta just start saying that this match is all someone, because the moment I say that, they lose control. Michael's kipping up and not doing his... Actually, to be fair, that might not have been the comeback kip up. That might have been the running strike kip up, because I forgot he had that. Catches the boot and takes him down. And there's an elbow drop. Ooh. I gotta say, I feel like much like Bret Hart losing this past Friday on SmackDown against CM Punk, I'm very interested in that first time that we see not Shawn Michaels, that we see Razor Ramon suffer a loss. Who's it gonna be to? Sorry, Scott Hall. What the hell is wrong with... Oh, it's because I've been watching... Again, it's because I've been watching 94 WWF and his name was Razor Ramon, you know. I know exactly why I accidentally said that. That took a moment for some reason, but... I mean, I know that they're the same guy, don't get me wrong. It's just... I don't know why that slip came up, because he has barely been Razor in this series, but that would be why. This has all the makings to be a bona fide slobber knocker. Coming off the ropes.
Absolutely. Shawn Michaels is the embodiment of heart.
Really? You think that'd be Bret? Because of his name. Michaels all over Scott Hall right now.
This personal animosity exploding between these men.
Michaels continues to take control of this one. Hey, he's managed to come back pretty nicely, actually. And of course, yeah, I just gotta jinx it more often, I guess. I can literally shift the momentum of a match by just complimenting who's in control. Isn't that amazing? And there's the elbow drop.
HBK hits a huge elbow. And did you hear the impact on that kick?
I do wonder if it'll be Shawn Michaels tonight, if he can truly do it. You know, I also wonder who's going to be next in line for the WWE Tag Team Championships. At Hell in a Cell, potentially? I feel like NWO have been a very, very impressive combination. Might be our first pairing in a while to pass 100 days as Tag Team Champions. Unfortunately, you don't get that very often. I'm like the real WWE. I love breaking up tag teams way too fast. I love making them lose and break them up real quick. Where do you think I got it from? Well, you keep them together so long they go incredibly stale. Which one would you prefer? Pick the midsection blocked. Hit to the head there by Shawn Michaels.
And there's the reversal. Shawn way too experienced to get caught by a sloppy move like that.
Ooh, Shawn Michaels doing something that wasn't a leaping crossbody.
There's no way that Shawn Michaels is taking control again.
Why is there no way? Wait, what? I don't believe it. Shawn Michaels isn't a filthy loser like I thought he was. There's no way. Scott Hall into the submission hold here on Shawn Michaels. Michaels crawling across the ropes with desperation, with everything he's got. And he hangs in there. Uh-oh, here we go. Big choke slam. To be fair, I think they just called him Razor Ramon on commentary, so it might even have been the in-game commentary that caught me off guard. Big leap there. Shawn Michaels scoops him up. And what goes up must come down. That's what they always say. Shawn Michaels into the cover. Has he beat Scott Hall? Of course not. You don't win off of the combination. You win off of the rest of the combo. And oh, this is the beginning of the end for Shawn Michaels. I'm telling you now. Razor's Edge. Probably doesn't help I still call that Razor's Edge. Outsider's Edge just doesn't make sense. They're not outsiders here. Kick out. Now this would be a finish I could get behind. Fans are fired up. Shawn Michaels, he's wriggling. Oh, headbutts out. Shawn Michaels, sweet chin music. Is that it? Has he done it? Has he beat Scott Hall? Of course not. It's gonna take... Hello, quiet Jim Ross. How's it going? I'd love that there are commentary lines about like Scott Hall and stuff, and it's like, what the fuck? Why? I might be wrong. Maybe if you play like in an old arena, you do get JR on commentary, and I just don't. I've not played in like the WrestleMania 1 arena, so I don't know. Because there's commentary lines for everyone. If there's a commentary line, I've heard him talk about like Fandango and like Scott Hall. Those are DLC characters. So like they recorded lines for like pretty much everyone by the sounds of it. So maybe I just haven't played in an old arena. I don't know. What a move. I guess we should have known this one would have been the one to steal the show tonight. Scott Hall and Shawn Michaels, two of the very best on Monday nights. He's chopping. He's chopping. He's striking. He's giving it all he's got. DDT. Bulldog even. Why do I always get Bulldogs and DDTs mixed up? They're really the same in the essence of that the face is being driven into the mat. Into the corner. Michaels back in control again. It does seem like a very evenly matched competition tonight. Scott Hall gonna try and get a submission out of the Heartbreak Kid. And he does. I really can't wait for season 4 sometimes. I mean, season 5, I'll tell you. Sometimes certain finishes just let you down a little too much. And oh boy, Scott Hall. I knew that look. Yeah, here we go. Scott Hall going to continue to put salt in the wound as the untouchable Scott Hall defeats Shawn Michaels here tonight. Well, we'll see if this same luck can continue for the NWO as Hulk Hogan faces off against Steve Austin next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the New World Order, weighing 280 pounds, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Well, here comes one of wrestling's biggest egomaniacs, Hulk Hogan, making his way down to the ring for this one-on-one matchup. Can he defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin? And I'll tell you, I never knew how bad egomania was until we saw Hulk Hogan take full credit for Stone Cold Steve Austin's victory over Yokozuna last week. Okay, he rammed Yokozuna's head into the steel steps. Sure, I'll give him that. That was a pretty effective way to slow Yokozuna down. Austin still had to go through hell to beat Yokozuna in that match. In the end, you know, by the finish there, I'm going to say I don't actually think that the cheap shot on Yokozuna at the start of that match even phased Yokozuna anymore. I think he was so far beyond the point of when Hogan had attacked him. That had nothing to do with that match. I think he'd fully recovered from that. I think Hulk Hogan just wants the glory because he knows that honestly that would mean then that Austin would have to credit him and maybe even give him a shot at the title or give him his shot or whatever, and that's just not going to happen. Could you imagine Austin handing over a title shot? No, me neither.
And approaching the ring from Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Even the idea that Hulk Hogan thought maybe he could try to recruit Stone Cold Steve Austin into the NWO under the terms that he owed them one. You gotta be kidding me. Stone Cold Steve Austin would never join a group like the NWO. He's got no need for a group. He's Stone Cold Steve Austin. The rattlesnake. And he's gonna open a can of whoop ass on Hulk Hogan here tonight. Scott Hall has been cleared from the ring. Enforcement is going to make sure there is no interference in this match. Just Austin and Hogan, one-on-one, just the way it should be.
Michael, this is going to be fun to watch.
Well, this ought to be good. It's main event time here on Monday Night Raw.
This is going to be great.
Can't believe how many main events we've had here on Raw in the past, you know. It's a really weird thing to revel in, but, you know, I'm going to, and you can't stop me. What?
An extremely important match. I mean, a win here makes him the #1 contender for the WWE Championship.
What? 6? What are you talking about?
A stiff shot with the elbow.
Hulk Hogan launched into the corner there by Stone Cold Steve Austin. I feel like after beating Yokozuna last week on Raw, we're going to see a very motivated Stone Cold here tonight against Hogan.
Oh, the punch connects.
Slamming down Austin onto the mat. Hulk Hogan standing tall over Austin. Oh, Austin caught the boot. I can't wait to see what CM Punk over on SmackDown does now that he is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, we have Survivor Series looming ever so closer. You can't help but wonder who it will be that is in possession of the WWE and World Heavyweight Championships heading into the one night where SmackDown and Raw go head-to-head. What's your fantasy World Championship matches? Well, I guess fantasy Survivor Series here in this universe. I don't know.
And did you hear the impact on that kick?
suplex there by Austin.
Picture perfect. Oh my, what thunderous impact. He's enjoying this. Countered by the Texas rattlesnake. Huge shot to the midsection. He didn't need a GPS to find the mark.
Yeah. Heard that line before. Sorry, that check is currently battering the microphone if you hear that. Same as usual.
Look at this, what a rampage. The more Stone Cold gets this thing going, the more intensity.
Austin very in control of Hulk Hogan right now. Is this no?
Countered by the Texas rattlesnake.
Is this no?
Austin is starting to slow down. The head of Stone Cold Steve Austin has become the focal point of attack. Austin.
That's what she said.
On our table. Oh, what has he got in mind?
Hogan tearing apart the announce desk. Austin chasing Hogan to the outside, and this fight now finds itself outside the ring. Something that I imagine Austin, is no stranger to, but Hogan, stupid and dirty tactics here. What a vicious set of strikes. What's he got on that screen there? What is that?
These competitors trying to keep their wits about them.
That's not the show. What is he doing on that laptop? That's not tonight's show at all. There's not even a ring on that screen. What the hell is Hogan doing? I thought he was going to go for a dive. I was like, get out of here. I don't want to see that.
That thing's not meant to be walked on. Hang on. Hang on. I don't like this one bit.
Guys, please.
And he gets back in the ring.
Back inside the ring now. Chopped there by Hogan.
What a reversal. Hogan's looking for that.
Hogan now going over that famous leg drop. Gets it. Got to grab both legs. Yep, that's the tradition. Flash that ball sack. And, oh, almost. Almost, but not enough.
The rattlesnake's hurt.
Hogan looking pretty promising here tonight. You got to think he is riding off the momentum of a victory over Brock Lesnar.
Painful kick.
One of the most celebrated two-time World Heavyweight Champions out there. Of course, we have many two-time World Heavyweight Champions. Austin now going for a power driver. Oh, never mind a power bomb. And also, Hogan. Hogan. With a reversal. And a big clothesline there by Austin. Hogan now getting fired up. He's saying, no, it's time to point at you and then do the striking thing. Austin's shutting that one down.
Wait a minute. It's not over yet. He's still
Uh-oh, here we go. He's hulking up, brother. Austin looking beside himself. I don't know why they always fall for this. Just stop punching him in the head. Just take a different approach. It's easy. Big boot. Into the leg drop. Has Hogan just beat Stone Cold?
Did he score the pin? 2-2.
Yes, he has. Well, that's not a good sign for Austin. Perhaps Hulk Hogan is on his way to becoming a part of the... Whoa, Yokozuna! Whoa, what is this? What is this? Oh my goodness, Yokozuna striking down Hulk Hogan. What a way to close that row. I was not expecting that, but hey, it makes a lot of sense. Revenge for what happened last week, and this really puts the WWE Championship picture in turmoil right now. Who is the rightful contender then? Hogan beats Austin. Maybe Hogan is the rightful contender. No, it can't be. Well, this question and more will hopefully be answered next week on Raw. See you then.